And I want you to really leave behind whatever you've come from. So this is a chance to leave behind all the things you were doing and the sense of having to do them at a certain speed. Perhaps a feeling like you are chasing something or needing to go or get somewhere. And leave the to-do list behind. And if you can switch your to-do list from a to-do list, you'll focus on that to a to-be list. So as you sit here now, I want you just to think about your being. Okay, so how you feel it physically. What makes you aware of your being? So the senses that tune us in to ourselves being alive and each other. And then perhaps what quality, you can set an intention here, a quality that you feel like being. So how do you be well? How do you be well? Perhaps give yourself a moment, maybe with your eyes closed, to choose a word, settle a word, let the word come to you about how you would like to be. Can you feel that feeling in all the parts of your body? So perhaps you are feeling it first in your head where you think where you do your thinking, but maybe the feeling first came from somewhere else. Can you try and locate where that feeling manifests? Of this feeling of being or a quality of being that you hope to bring or that you hope to be, simply. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could just be relaxed. I hope to be relaxed. I hope to be present in the moment. I hope to be serene. I hope to be courageous. I hope to be full. I hope to be content. Whichever sort of sense of being attracts you the most, see if you can keep that there with you and come back to it when prompted or unprompted during the practice. Perhaps just draw some small circles with the crown of your head so that you get into circling the neck slightly and wake up through what can be quite a tense area. Let the shoulders relax down towards the waist and then draw the circles in the opposite direction. So we're going to uncross the legs and spread them out in front of us. And then inhale, draw the arms up into the air. And as you exhale, keep nice firm control in the abdomen as you roll your spine down to the earth. Let the palms come behind the head and interlace the fingers. And then we're going to draw the knees up towards the chest. So we're going to come into a cycling motion here, warming up through the abdominal area. So as you breathe in, I want you to think about breathing warmth and heat into the core. And as you exhale, send that heat and warmth through the limbs. So opposite elbow to knee here. As you press your abdomen down into the earth, that will support your lumbar spine. And you should be able to do maybe 1 or 2 minutes here. Let's count down together from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then draw both knees into the chest. Let your head just reset. Set it down on the mat and look left and right again. Ease through the neck where you may have held some tension from that cycling position. And then take your gaze upright. Fingertips point down towards the feet over the knees. Inhale and press the abdomen and the lumbar spine into the mat. Exhale, draw your knees towards you and your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, hold it, tuck the chin, soften the gaze towards the navel. And exhale, see if you can keep drawing the knees towards you, but the challenge is to keep your lumbar spine Press down into the earth. Inhale. And exhale, release. Once again, be gentle with the neck. Move left and right. Release any tension that you've built up there. Then place the soles of the feet down and gently maybe place your arms out to the side, about heart shoulder height. Just windscreen wipe through the hips now so that you move your knees left and right, and your gaze goes in the opposite direction to the knees, so you can really lubricate through the column of the spine as you gently twist there through the vertebra. Lovely. Draw your knees back upright and then let them fall apart so that you're coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So quite early on in this practice, a restful position. And can you bring your focus back to this quality of being, your state of being? Perhaps you want to be connected. Perhaps you want to be feeling freer. So in these times where we can't go out, we can go in. And many philosophical teachers will reassure us that everything we need is inside us, that we are enough. And that is a really wonderful reassurance and a wonderful way to drop back from the race and the chase. We spend a lot of our times projecting into the future. What's going to happen next, we ask. It's just a notion, it's just conjecture. Bring yourselves into now. So you may want to take your palms to the outside of the legs and draw them up to the knees to take any pressure off of that lift through the thighs. As you draw your knees back together, then draw the knees into the chest and take a little rock and roll along the length of the spine. So you massage there again through the vertebra of the spine. And when you're ready, see if you can place your feet down and push up to standing. There's a nice challenge for us. Okay, into a sun salutation, version A. So in from Tadasana, inhale, draw the arms up over the head, look up, and exhale, fold forward over the belly. Draw your navel in and up. Maybe palms to shins, maybe palms to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Once again, remember palms can move to the shins or stay in contact with the earth. And then exhale, place the palms down. We're going to step back into plank. Now, if you want to lower down using your knees, you can. Otherwise, keep that plank nice and strong and lower down in one soft movement. So your decision, you can either come straight into upward dog with me or come into cobra first. Inhale. And exhale. Send that breath like a wave as you draw up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, feel the contact in the pads of the feet and the palms. And exhale. We're going to try to make two parts of our inhalation. So first inhale, draw up a breath from the palms to the shoulders. And then the second inhale, draw up the breath from the heels to the hips. So you feel this gathering of breath in the center. Take a pause and exhale. Inhale in two parts. First part up from the palms to the shoulders. Hold, and then second part draw in again from the soles of the feet to the hips. So you're holding your breath in between your inhalation. When you get to the top of the second exhalation, exhale. Once more, inhale from the palms to the shoulders, hold. Then inhale from the soles of the feet to the hips, hold, exhale. Take your gaze to the front of the mat and look forwards. Step the right foot forwards. Inhale, rise up into a high lunge. So keep the inner thighs drawing together and your back leg nice and straight and strong. If it's too much, you can come down onto your knee. Inhale, 2. Exhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears, down towards the waist. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to turn now into a warrior two stance, but let your front palm come down on the inside edge of the front foot and come into a nice open twist. Inhale, take your gaze up if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable to look up or extend your arm, you can bend at the elbow and hold your shoulder, the top shoulder. See what's right for you. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. So we've got a nice 90-degree bend in the front leg. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to draw that palm down and then place your palms either side of the front foot and rotate the back foot so the toes point towards the top of the mat. We're going to step back to plank, lower down, inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. We'll repeat the 2-part breath. Inhale from the palms to the shoulders, hold. Inhale from the soles of the feet to the hips, hold. And then exhale. Inhale, palms to shoulders. Inhale, soles to hips. Exhale, 1 more time. Inhale, palms to shoulders. Inhale, soles to hips. Exhale. Inhale, draw your left leg up and step the left palm in between the hands at the top of the mat and rise up to your high lunge. Find your drishti in front of you, 90-degree bend above the ankle with the knee. Inhale, push your back heel away from you or drop the knee down for more support. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Tuck the chin and lengthen the neck. Exhale, draw the shoulders down to the waist. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, span the hips so that they are the length of the mat. Keep the 90-degree bend in the front foot and then take the front palm down inside the front heel. Inhale, span your back arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Turn around so you can see from the other side. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. And exhale. We're going to place the palms, step back, and take 1 more vinyasa. So lower down into your plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then I'd like you to walk up to the top of your mat, nice and slowly, mindfully. Inhale, lengthen your front body, and exhale, can you sit down into your chair? So keep your knees pressing together as your bum sinks into that imaginary stool. Draw your palms together in front of the chest and lift the chest up. You might want to straighten your legs slightly as you do so with the inhale, and then exhale, sit back down. Great. So what we're going to do here is come into a twist. We're going to take the left elbow over towards the right knee. Now try and keep your hips pointing forwards. Inhale and draw your belly away from your thighs. Exhale, sit into the twist. If you're up for a little bit more, you can inhale and open your arms up. So you place your left palm down the outside edge of your right foot and span your right arm up into the air. We're going to have 5 breaths in total. So wherever you are, perhaps you're on your 3rd breath, 2 more breaths here. Breathe into the side body where you feel the expansion in the twist. Exhale and come back to that sense of what you want to be. Inhale. And exhale. Let's just drop our palms down and shake the heads out. Perhaps bend through left and right knee, ease through the lower back. And then we're going to come in on the other side. So exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, draw your chest up away from your thighs, your belly away from your thighs. And then exhale with that length, draw the body over the knees. Then you want to think about drawing your hips. You see, your hips may go way off track. Draw your hips back in line with your heels. And then take the gaze over to your left-hand side. Come back to your breath. Perhaps you want to span your arms and feel an openness in the front chest. 2 more breaths here. Lovely. Exhale and come back to center, and then walk the feet so that they're just over hip width apart, toes pigeoning outwards, sink down into your yogi squat, your malasana. Inhale from the crown. Exhale. Inhale from the soles of the feet, draw the breath up. Exhale. Inhale, a nice long breath, all the length of the spine. And soften and lengthen your exhale. Come into a little bit of a challenge now. Place your palms down in front of you. We're going to try with our crow once again. Lift your hips up and then bounce on your toes. So you're bending through the knees, you're bouncing through the knees. Okay. So what we're aiming to do is simply rest the knees on the insides of the armpits. Do you see? Keeping the knees nice and bent. Check that your fingers are spread nice and wide, index finger points forward, and your thumb is really pressing down nice and straight into the earth. And then just test lifting one foot and the other off the floor. Come to your drishti, so about 50 centimeters in front of you. Keep that fixed gaze. Imagine that gaze is your belly, so your gaze is your core muscle. Transfer the strength of your gaze to your abdomen. Keep your hips lifting up as you float off the earth. If you fall out, come back in again, have another go. If you just have one leg off the ground, that's fabulous. If you're simply practicing how it feels to put the weight through the arms, that's fabulous. What I want you to do is find your edge. Find the edge of your practice. Couple more breaths, couple more practices, couple more moments here. How are you doing with being here? Then you can release. We're going to inhale and stand up. Feel the security of the earth beneath you, the certainty of your legs planting into the mat. Now, if you're along the length side of your mat, take a nice, can you now come along that way? Take a nice wide step. Yeah. Fantastic. We're going to point the left toes to the left side and come once again into our warrior two. But as you come down, I want you to then bounce back up again. Inhale to draw the legs straight, and exhale, come into your bend. Palms can be relaxed on the legs, on the belly. Inhale, draw the legs straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, and stay there. Inhale, draw the arms long and parallel to the air. Exhale, take the gaze over the front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to once again come into extended side angle. So your options here are to place your forearm bent at the elbow onto the knee, Or if you want to come a little bit lower, that palm actually goes to the outside edge of the front foot. So see what's right for you today. And then inhale, draw the arm up over the ear. Take the gaze from the armpit. And as you look at the armpit, see if you can just lift the chest to the back side of the room. So you spin the chest open a little bit. And then as you gaze towards your fingertips, feel the length in the side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can inhale and come straight and smoothly up, back into the warrior two. Use your breath. Inhale the left leg straight and then turn the right leg out to come into warrior two on the opposite side. Good. So inhale, straighten through the front knee. Exhale, bend to the 90 degrees. See if your length is set, your stance is long enough. Inhale, straighten up. Enjoy this getting to know your grounding. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, calm down. We're going to stay here. And it's not static. We might not be dynamic, but we're still moving all the time. So feel the pressure down the outer edge of the left knee, the left foot, sorry, pardon me, the back foot, pushing into the mat, firing up the muscles on that leg. Gaze over the front fingertips. Perhaps turn your palms up to the ceiling and feel how your shoulders drop. Inhale, come back to your being. What do you want to be? Can you receive it here? Exhale. Inhale, draw your sit bones together. Exhale. So though your hips are open and wide, there's still strength in the structure. So we're going to come down into the extended side angle now. Either your forearm to your knee or to the outer edge of your front foot. Then inhale and draw up and over with your back arm. Again, rotate your rib cage so that it draws up to the opposite top corner of the space that you're in. Shine forward. And then inhale and enjoy the space that you have in between your rib cages. Your intercostal muscles have the space to expand. Gaze to fingertips. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Make it nice. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands now so that you're in a forward fold at the tops of your mat. Soften the knees and inhale back upright. So we're going to take reverse prayer behind the back. Palms together, fingertips point up towards the nape of the neck, and you push into the spine. If that's not comfortable or available to you, you can take opposite elbow. Inhale, draw nice and long in the front body. Feel like you're taking a nice deep breath of air before you exhale and dive into a pool. So you draw forwards and your gaze goes between your legs. My heels aren't in line. You may want to check that your heels are in line with each other. The toes slightly drawing in. Outer edges of the feet press heavily into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. So keep low, but then come to your right foot and turn it out so that you're facing your right leg sort of as the front of the mat. Then step your left leg a little bit wider. So you have a wide base. Your toes of your left foot point to about 2 o'clock. Inhale and draw your upper body level with the earth. Your palms are still in reverse prayer behind the back. And then exhale, fold over the front leg. So as you fold, you draw your front kneecap up towards your thigh to straighten and strengthen through your base. Inhale from your soles of your feet up to your hips. Hold the breath in the abdomen, then exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. On your next inhale, see if you can lift the upper body away from the legs. You come upright. And then we're going to switch with the legs. So now your left foot comes a little bit more further to the left side of the top of the mat. Your right foot comes a little further to the right. And that makes it easier for you to square your hips to the top of the mat, the short end of your mat. The toes of the right foot point to about 11 o'clock. Inhale, draw up and long in the body, draw the navel in. As you exhale and drape yourselves towards the straight front leg. You could even tuck your chin and aim to get your forehead towards the knee. Just check that the shoulders are level with each other. So quite often here, your right shoulder is going to draw back. So if you can you keep it, the sensation that it draws forward. Inhale, 2. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, 3. And exhale. Inhale. Can you draw back up, standing? And then bring your feet so they're once again pointing along the long side of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale, dive forward. Let the arms relax down to the earth and place the right palm underneath your face and push through the palm. Feel the length that gives you. And then inhale, draw your left arm up to the earth. Exhale, back down. Inhale, trace. You can even use your fingertips along your right arm. Trace your front body. With your left arm, your fingertips are the last part to unfurl. And then exhale, release back down. One more time. Can you inhale and draw up? Trace the line up to the sky. And exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. For the last time, that palm comes down. So we're going to swap over now. Your left palm comes underneath your face on the mat. Inhale, the right arm draws up. Think about the billows and the movement with the breath, that harmony of movement and breath. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, blossom the front body open into the twist. Exhale, release down. Inhale. And this time when you exhale, hold. Inhale, draw your breath up from the earth to the abdomen. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. So place, you're going to turn back towards the short end of your mat so you can come onto all fours. So place your palms down on the mat and then let your knees drop underneath your hips. Just have a couple of rounds in cat-cow. So inhale, drop the navel, and exhale, round. So you take your gaze to the navel, the shoulders round. Lovely. Enjoy the contrast and the movement. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Fill the lungs as you exhale, push the air away. Feel the space that you're creating. So now I would like you once again to place your left hand underneath your face on the mat. Just stay as you are, just turn to the front so you can see a bit better. And then inhale once more, draw the right arm up. Push away with the earth and draw up and open the armpit, lovely. And then exhale, we're going to span your right arm underneath your left and let your right ear come to the mat. So you can either extend your left arm away from you here, or if you want a little more, inhale, draw the left arm up, rotate at the elbow, bend at the elbow, and let the left palm rest facing up on the right waist. Take 3 to 5 breaths here in your own time. Bring your focus to your jaw if it's tight. See if you can relax your tongue, your mouth. And when you're ready, come out as you came in. So you're going to lift the left arm, bring it forwards if it was folded, and then unravel your right arm from underneath you. Bring the palms back underneath the shoulders. This time your right palm comes underneath your face. As you inhale, can you draw up and open through the side body? And then exhale. We're going to come into the opposite side for that nice shoulder and neck release. So once again, your option, you can spread your right arm forward in front of you. Your left ear is nice and heavy on the floor. If you feel you want a little bit of something else, find a bit more space. Inhale, draw the right arm up to the ceiling. Bend at the elbow and rotate so that your right palm is now face up. And perhaps even you can walk around and catch the top of your left thigh. Anyway, bring your focus back to your being. Your simple being, not needing to be pulled or pushed in any direction, just being. So often when we are being inside our heads. See if you can take your focus to a different part of yourselves. Our bodies, that's something that connects us so well with our reality. So if we treat it well, we'll find being in reality easier, more comfortable. Inhale and release your right palm so you can place it down. Create the space you need to unravel through the arms. And then we're going to just come and sit back on our mats and keep your knees bent so they go over towards your left. So the feet come to the right and the knees over to the left. So you're sitting slightly at an angle. Inhale and draw the arms up towards the knees. So the torso faces towards the knees. And then exhale, like to turn over towards your right. The left palm comes on top of the right knee. And once again, you could lift up your right hand and then place it behind you like that second spine to get a bit more lift in this twist. The final part is to take your gaze over your left shoulder. So start at the front of the space and move gradually with your breath so that your neck feels like it's easing into the twist. And it may take 3 breaths to get to that place where you are looking behind you. Find your breath here. And when you've counted 3 or 5 breaths, you can then just release. So release from the knee and swing gently in the opposite direction. So keep your underneath leg, your left leg, more or less where it is, and extend your right leg out to the side. So then you can draw your left leg towards the inner thigh of the right leg. Toes point up towards the ceiling, knees too. Once more, inhale, this time straight forwards. And as you exhale, draw your torso towards your extended leg and lower down. So we're aiming for your right arm to make contact with the leg. Keep the left arm lifted for now. Inhale and use the left arm to find extra length in the left side of the torso. And as you exhale, see if you can draw the right hand side of the torso up towards the sky a bit more. So you feel a lift and an openness in the chest. With each inhale, push down into your left hip bone, and exhale, roll forwards a little bit. So you come into a really nice side stretch where you still feel your torso can shine up from underneath your left armpit to the ceiling. Inhale. Now really feel the waist here. Exhale. Inhale, 2. So again, 3 to 5 breaths. Exhale. See if you can relax the hips. Inhale. Exhale. We're just about to come out, so as you get ready on your next exhale, take the gaze down to the earth, and then inhale, draw the torso back up. Bring the knees together, and then let them fall over to your right hand side this time. So you can see that my right sole of the foot is just resting on the left thigh. That can feel quite nice in this position. Inhale towards your right, and then exhale over to the left. You may want to pick up your left arm and draw it back slightly. And then inhale, draw the torso up. Then as you exhale by increments, I'd like you to take your gaze over to the right side. Sorry, the left side, pardon me. Inhale. And exhale. So if you're going to be using the playlist that I shared on Slack, then you might want to sort of bring to mind whereabouts that is as we get that ready for our relaxation. Inhale and exhale, release, come to the other side. Extend your left leg out. Inhale, draw your right arm up and over, and then exhale, reach with your left arm towards your left foot. It might be on your shin, it may be on your thigh. Let's concentrate on the length in the right side of the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Couple more breaths here. When you're ready to release from the posture, take your gaze down and exhale, then inhale, draw up. We're going to come into our Shavasana, so I'd like you to release down now softly into the earth. So we take the legs nice and long and wide on the mat, and let the shoulders release beneath you. So if you have got your playlist ready, now's the time to start that. And perhaps for the last occasion in this practice, or even today, Can you bring your focus back to the state of being? The quality of what we do is heavily influenced by how we are. So while we have to acknowledge that our actions are important, our to-do lists have a certain priority in our lives, we must also focus and dedicate time to focus on how we are. We'll produce now a little body scan. We'll start at the feet. Bring your attention to the soles of your feet. How are your feet? So often we use them without thinking about their state of being, the pressure we put them under, what they take. Relax them, perhaps extend gratitude towards them. Release tension from the toes, the heels, and draw your focus now to the calves. If you were thinking in your calves, what would you be thinking there? You draw your focus now to your knees, perhaps the backs of your knees first. Can you feel your breath there? A sense of coolness where the air comes. And as you exhale, can you just let your knees relax a little bit deeper? See if you can enjoy contacting all your solid state. As you draw your focus up from your thighs now to your glutes. And with each breath, see if you can heavy a little further into the earth. The only concentration is on your states of being. And with so many thousands of tiny interactions going on inside of us all the time, surely there's plenty for us to focus on. Let the breath draw your focus to the core. The rise and fall of the rib cage, chest. Then extend the focus now also to the upper arms as the shoulders release and relax. The inside elbow, the palms, the pads of the fingertips. Bring your focus now to your chest. Your neck and your throat. Soften that. Your jaw and your tongue release and relax. Let your breath be easy as you inhale the cool air and exhale what you don't need. Let the gaze be soft, the forehead too. Bring the focus to the scalp. As you breathe in and out, perhaps you can imagine a layer of air between the tiny hairs and the scalp. these minuscule, tiny places where we always are, where we exist just like we exist in our minds. Bring and expand your focus to all these areas and enjoy simply being. In this moment, in this space, that's all you need to do. To wake yourselves up gently, bring a little movement to the feet and the hands. Rotation, extension, flexion. Draw your knees up and into the chest. Perhaps cross at the ankles and sway gently side to side. Before you come to one side, into your fetal position, take a nice deep breath in. How is that breath different to breaths that you've taken before? Breathe in that sense of harmony and connectedness to your state of being. Breathe out a sense of peace and connectivity. Draw yourselves back up to seated. Be very careful that you don't rush. Enjoy being in your space in this time. Let's take one unified breath together to just bring the practice to a close. Inhale, draw up. And exhale. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining in today. And I hope that you've got something positive to take with you from this practice.
Thank you. Bye.